Good morning, good people of the interwebs. I happen to be the Tenkaichi of Gaming, Ichigo Musco. It's 4 a.m. in the morning, I'm still awake, and, well, I'm still here. Today, I bring about a new review on a game that I have been working on during my, free time, and something that I will possibly continue to work on in my free time. And this is a game that was recommended by my girlfriend. And, well, I have plenty of recommendations from various people. Most from the RCO. Most likely they were much hits and less of a miss. The game that I have been putting quite some time in is this game right here, Dragon's Dogma. Dragon's Dogma is one of those Western RPGs that really just feels like a Western RPG. I mean, you have your Dragon Age, you have your Mass Effect, and then you have Dragon's Dogma. Now, of course, you play as the Artisan. That's what your character is. And it says on the back here, it says, "It is written that the dragon seeks out those who would stand up against the darkness. They say that the one whose heart is taken by the dragon is forever changed. You have been chosen. Your destiny now lies with the dragon. You are now invisible." And of course, for those who have Facebook, I have been showing pictures of where I am in Dragon's Dogma. Currently, I am in Chapter 2, which most of it deals with Grand Soaring. And from what I've learned, it has a lot of side quests. It has more side quests than that of the main quests. And mainly I've just been working on certain side quests that will reward me with certain weapons and such. Like, as we speak, my character is a level 18 warrior, and my pawn is a level 18. Pretty much by now they're level 19, but they are around level 19. My main character is a fighter turned warrior, because in Grand Soaring you can actually turn your character into various things. You can turn them into a fighter, to a mage, or a strider. And for those who know what a strider is like the thief, or the rogue, like in the game. And you can do hybrid vocations. Hybrid vocations are a little bit different because you have to work like 2 other lesser classes and then make them into Mystic Knight, Assassin, Sorcerer, and that of Light. Let me check my... Yeah. I'll just check and see if I'm still recording. Yeah. But as I said before, you have certain vocations, and the more you do well in certain classes, the more your vocation levels up, as well as you level up. So it is a pretty good... It is probably one of the finest RPGs that I've actually ever played, as far as Western RPG goes, because mainly whenever I play an RPG, it's usually like a JRPG. Like Ys, or maybe Breath of Fire, or something like that. And yes, this game comes from Capcom, the same people who brought us Breath of Fire. and the Mega Man EXE series. Or the Battle Network series, if you so choose. I'm gonna call it what it is, right now, EXE. But this game is about a year old, even though it has been updated for this year. It came out 2012, so it is completely, and I do mean completely, updated. Now they also have DLC, and the DLC is pretty good. I haven't had a chance to actually buy the DLC or get the DLC as of late, because it's so good. Now, mind you, that Dragon's Dogma is not the only game that is out there. There is the companion piece known as Dark Arisen. And like I said, within the group of the RCO, I have been given a lot of hits, more hits than misses. I mean, there has been Deadpool, thank you, Sheena, and there has been Wanderlust, thank you, Big. There has been Eve Origins, thank you, Ryu. There has been Hammerwatch, thank you, Mag. And oh yeah, thank you for Crazy Taxi 2. I almost forgot. I still have it, by the way. I mean, there have been main games that the RCO have sent me on various occasions. And this one, which is not on Steam, but I really wish it was on Steam, because god damn it, if it really was on Steam, I would so buy it right now. I kid you not. If this was on Steam right now, I would actually buy it. In fact, I'm going to actually check this out right now, just to see if it is on Steam. And if it's not, well, kick me in the ass. Okay, I see Dragon's Lair. Dragon Dog. Yes, I'm actually doing this right now as we speak. And of course they don't have that. Wonderful, they don't have Dragon's Dogma. There's no Dragon's Dogma on Steam. That's a goddamn shame. Oh well. Oh well. Oh, this is gonna be beautiful. Anyway, as I was saying before, Dragon's Dogma is one of those rarities you can actually find of Western RPGs. And I forgot to mention, Skyrim is one of those Western RPGs. I mean, you know, it's Elder Scrolls. I mean, of all the games Western RPG related I've ever played and ever liked was Dragon Age, because it was my first Western RPG. And I remember playing it when I was on vacation. So this is the second Western RPG that I've actually ever played, and therefore had a straight liking to it. But that doesn't mean that, you know, that doesn't mean for some reason it's not going to be the last, you know. And it's a rarity to say this, but I praise Capcom on how they delivered Dragon's Dogma. I mean, it was something I was just basically looking for. It was something I was told that I should get because, well, one thing is it has a lot to do with medieval, and it has a medieval feel to it, and I do love medieval. It is one of the many eras in history I actually do like. I mean, there's medieval or Dark Age, and there's the Sengoku or the feudal age of Japan. And there's also the Romance of the Three Kingdoms of Chinese history and folklore. So that's like my small but very vast love of history and folklore with me. I mean, if there's anything dealing with dragons and unicorns and even samurai or even a bit of space, you know. I mean, to me, I like those. I mean, that is probably my top 4 eras I would love to make stories based off of. Medieval, feudal, medieval, Dark Age, feudal, space, and I don't know. I simply forgot. I mean, to me, it's one of my many likes that I look into with certain games. With certain games, you know, if it's fantasy driven, I'll play it. Yeah, fantasy. I almost forgot fantasy. Just straight up fantasy. You know, that sort of thing. Most RPGs, if they have some imagination to it, then by all means I am going to try it out, and if it's good enough for me, and I'm talking like Fable. I almost forgot that's another Western RPG that I truly do like. I mean, it's, to me, games like that aren't so blown up, so hypeable. And I better keep talking while I'm thinking about RPGs, because there are plenty of games that I could say within reason that I kind of like. There are very few that I can possibly say excuse me, that is far beyond that of, you know, likability. Like I said, I usually play JRPGs more than I play Western RPGs, because there are so very few Western RPGs, so very few good Western RPGs. Because some of them, if not handled with the proper care, will indeed suck. I mean, you know, glitches aside and everything, if it doesn't really have a really good story, as well as how menus and combat are concerned, I mean, story side, just, you know, how to play it and how to operate through it, that is my thing. As long as it can and will work for me, I can play it. But, you know, as I said before, it is one of those games that I basically put some time and effort into. It's just like playing a Dynasty Warriors game, except I don't put that much time into playing Dynasty Warriors these days, or even that of Fist of North Star or whatever. But it's one of those games, as far as being an action RPG, excuse me, that I will put time into, and, you know, I will put in at least 2 or maybe 5 hours, depending on the missions. And the missions, I have to say, the missions can be that long. I mean, this is the first time I'm playing it, so basically I'm just going to wade through most of the missions, because if I can't do all the missions, no loss. There is no loss, because, you know, they have certain affinities, they got certain affinity missions, certain side quests that will have you boosting affinity to a certain character throughout your travels. And then there are other side quests that may help you out as well. But my only thing about that is that I would need a proper guide, because I'm telling you, the guide I'm looking at through online, like GameFAQs, I'm sorry, it's not telling me where I should look for certain items. I mean, if it had a map, I mean, because I'm a map person, I play games with a map. If I play an RPG, it has to have a map, or it has to tell me exactly where I'm going. Like, oh, you go east from here, and then you go north, and then you make this, and then you make that. You know, that sort of thing. As long as I can do that, there ain't no problem. But aside from all that, it is one of those games that I do love to spend time on during my break time, because my break time is almost upon me, and that means I will be doing a lot of games on the side, or probably finish up most of my list, my main list, if not my side list. Because yes, I do plan on doing a lot more games during the break. Aside from that, Dragon's Dogma, I can say as a recommendation, try it. For you people who still have your 360s, go get it. It's pretty cheap. I mean, I bought mine for about maybe $30, I think. I'm actually doing all this while I'm actually doing this. So we're gonna check GameStop. We're gonna check GameStop right now, and I'm actually doing all this while I'm telling you about this game. So, Dragon's Dogma. Not Darker Way. Nah. Yes, the strategy guide. I will most likely order the strategy guide. Now, Dragon's Dogma pre-owned was $37. Oh, and if you have let's see, if you have for PS3, if you have a PS3, go buy it. If you have a 360, go buy it as well. But yeah, I am definitely going to get the sequel as soon as I'm done with the first game. And the thing is, if you have Xbox Live or PSN, you can use your pawn. You can, if you're on there, you know, you can use your pawns. Your pawns can be used for other people. You get experience for it. It's a win-win situation. Now, from what I've seen, for the 360, I bought it for $27, and I will get the strategy guide. Because fuck that, I need a strategy guide. Dark Arisen goes for about $40. But like I said, I'm going to wait because I really want to just go through the game on my own time, my first run. Then after that, well, you know, after that, that'll probably be it. Then after that, I'll just go get Dark Arisen, and plus Dark Arisen is, like I said, a companion piece, and it can carry over from your data can carry over from the first game to that game, and you can get a lot more. And it has a whole new story and whatnot, so it is worth getting it. Now, as being a recommendation, play it with an open mind. That's all I'm gonna say. Play it with an open mind. Don't start comparing it to others like Skyrim or Mass Effect or even Dragon Age. Although they are good games, Dragon's Dogma can or cannot be up to your standards depending on who you are. But it is, like I said, one of those games that are a hit recommendation. Because like I said, you know, most of the people in the RCO that send me games they're more likely hits, and usually the games that I send are hits as well. So with that, folks, I think I said more than enough, and yeah, that's gonna cover another review of what I've been playing so far. So until next time, I have been the Tenkaichi of Gaming, and I have spoken, and I am out. So take care, God bless, and of course, Tenkai Muso!